What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. I hope everyone's doing well. We got some fun stuff planned. We are going to be outfitting the bed rack with gear and kind of organizing it in a way that it's going to be well suited off-road for camping and wheeling, all that good stuff. So we got some new stuff in from Beadlockers. The two main things that are going to go on the bed rack are, first is the Rotopax, 2.5 gallon, and second is going to be these action trax, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna figure out the best place to put them on the rack, and we also have some accessory panels that are gonna go on the inside and some other things that are gonna go on those accessory panels. But for now, we're gonna figure out where we're gonna lay all this stuff out, get our mounts and our brackets set up, and work on getting this stuff put on the rack. So stay tuned. So before we start mounting, I wanna talk about where I got this stuff. This I got from Beadlockers. They have an entire assortment of colors, and I mean blue, black, green, tan, orange, but I opted for the black because I think it'll blend in a little bit better. They also have a set that has metal teeth on it. I don't think I need that right now. We'll see how these work out first, but happy to have these. Also got this on Beadlockers, and I have had a very hard time finding Rotopax new. I've been searching on Facebook Marketplace, all that, you name it, Marketplace. I've been looking, and Beadlockers has them. I scooped one up before they sold out, and yeah, that's item number 2. Let's see, the other 2 items I got are for recovery. It's gonna be this soft shackle from Factor 55. I watch a lot of Matt's off-road recovery, and all they use are soft shackles and kinetic ropes. So I'm really excited to start using this, kind of change up the way we're doing recovery, not using D-rings and the metal D-rings per se, but this is cool. Also made in the USA. Another Factor 55 item is this rope retention pulley, and this is really cool. I'm excited to, I shouldn't say I'm excited to use it because that means we're stuck and we have to use a winch, but this is it right here. Pretty cool. You can use your soft shackle. It runs through this hole right here, and then you can put this to a tree saver, and then you can just run your winch line through it or someone else's winch line. And I like it because you can be at different angles. You don't have to recover from right in front or behind. Someone can be off to the side and run their cable through here into your front bumper or rear bumper. So these 2 items I also got, but we're gonna focus mainly on putting these 2 items onto the bed rack along with a few other things that we already have. Now, don't forget, you can get 10% off items just like this from Beadlockers. Just use my link. It'll automatically give you 10% off in checkout. And yeah, I wanna help you guys buy some cool stuff, and you can also help support the channel, so I'd appreciate that. First thing we're gonna be mounting on the bed rack is this 2.5 gallon Rotopax, and it's gonna go over here. I have the mount right here. It's kind of centered. That's just where I put it for now. It can be moved forward or backward, but for now it's right in the middle. And this is gonna go on right here. Tighten it down. And that's gonna sit right there. But like I said, we can move it back and forth. This can be turned and another one can be put next to it. But for now, I like this where it is. It's easy to access, and it's clean, it's out of the way. So thing number 1 is down. Now that we got the Rotopax mounted in a place that I'm happy with it, we're gonna start working on mounting these trax. Now they are a little bit tricky in a sense that we've been trying to figure out a way that they can come off and on very easily, and you're not worrying about unbolting a bunch of stuff to get them off and use them when you need them. So what we have here is a mount from Barnes. So this will bolt on right there. This is made for their rack. You'll put another one down there on that end, and you'll use this as your main mounting hardware for the track. So you see those holes right there on both sides are gonna line up with these top and bottom holes there. So we'll get these loosely mounted onto the accessory panel here, and we have a little bit of a modification we have to do to them to get these secured in a way that we're happy with it. So we'll show you that right now. So this is how it's initially going to be mounted to the accessory panel here. Now the issue was what we're going to do for hardware behind this that's going to then be run through, and then the track is going to mount onto that. We can't just put a loose bolt back here, because when we go to put the tracks on, it could just push that bolt out, and when we go to take it off, you now have a loose bolt hanging around. So if you have to drive around, that's not good. So to fix this whole bolt system, to make sure we have nothing just hanging off loose or we have to keep track of anything, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so we're gonna take this 1/2-inch bolt, it's an all thread bolt. We're gonna drill this out a little bit larger. We're gonna put a nut down onto that, so that holds this in place on here. And then once we start mounting the tracks up on there, what it's gonna look like is this. It'll come through. We have 4 of these quick disconnect pins. We'll drill a hole through this just at the right distance, because we're gonna cut this down if we need to. We can actually get shorter bolts down the road. But once we drill that hole through there, we can pop this through, clip that in place, and then all 4 of these will stay there and shouldn't have any movement. We want to get it nice and snug. And then what we would probably do is take a real small piece of braided stainless wire, and we'll clip that onto this and to a point on the side of the rack, so all 4 will stay there, and they will just kind of hang on their own when you have to pull them off, and that way you're not having a bunch of loose parts.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to make sure that we don't have to hold on to anything when we're on the trail. If we're in snow, mud, things like that, that's just one less thing we have to worry about keeping track of. So we're gonna probably take these off, get them drilled out, and see how this looks all mounted. So that is what is going to be holding the actual tracks on. These are the bolts for the mount. These are the bolts for the tracks. This bolt is going to keep, this nut is going to keep this bolt from sliding back and forth. So when you go to take the tracks on and off, it stays in place. So we need to, let me get my plug on. And then, perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely have to get either shorter bolts or cut these.
For sure, yeah.
So. Okay, so here's the first bolt. It's shortened, and it's got a hole right there for this to slide right through and then click over. So what we're gonna do is throw this up there.
I'm gonna test one first.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
No, I like that a lot. So then when you want to use them, you just pop it off and then lift it off. So we're going to repeat that on the other 3 and then show you the finished product. Awesome, we got all 4 of these on. They're all cut. They all have their hole for the pin. This side is complete, those 2 right there. So we're going to get the pins ready, and we're going to get the tracks mounted up. All right, cool. I'm really happy with this. So check this out. All 4 corners have a pin like this. These aren't going anywhere. They may bounce a little bit, but
They're not going to pop out.
They're not going to come off. So when you want to take them off, just undo the pin. And then that's it. You just put the pin back in, which I can't really do one-handed. Maybe. I did. And then that's it. Those 2 things are done. The high lift jack is just mounted onto 2 hood mounts. So if you're familiar with the hood mounts for a high lift jack, can't really, oh, there you go. That little, for where your hinges are, that's what we use. Just bolted it through this panel. and you have the same knobs right here that you would just turn off. So I like how clean that is there, so that's gonna stay there. But the next thing is gonna be mounting this little molly panel from Barnes, and I'm thinking that this is gonna go right in here, set up right there on the inside of that accessory panel. This is the accessory panel, and this is gonna go, if I can get it with one hand, just like this, so that you can run molly panels through it or bags, whatever you want. And but this can go anywhere along here. I might buy 2 more of these for this side or another one for another side, or just to have versatility, but for now it's gonna go right there. Alrighty guys, check it out. Got the new trax on. I think black looks so much better than the red. It just blends in. I think it fits a lot better. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm happy with how this turned out. This is gonna be nice. And then coming around here, the new Rotopax mount and Rotopax. The fuel one, should I get a water one to go on either side of it? We can always slide this one down, but I'm happy with this. And then in here, I'm happy with this molly panel, and here is my synthetic cable for, or synthetic, what do you want to call this? Can't remember what it's called, but it is a kinetic rope, so you can get going and then pull someone out. That's their 12,000 pound. And then in here I have my soft shackle and my pulley from Factor 55. There it is. Not much else to add for the bed rack. Of course, I could buy more accessory panels and add more gear on the inside. I'm probably gonna be doing a little bit more shopping on Beadlockers because there's a ton of stuff that I want and a ton of stuff that would look good and function well in the back of the truck. I just called it a truck, the Jeep. But for now, I'm really happy with this setup. I'm satisfied with it, but we'll see where it goes. I'm always open to suggestions, so whatever you guys think we should throw on here. Two more things that I know I just thought of is the power tank is gonna get mounted somewhere in here, probably along the back side in there, and then also a fire extinguisher is something we have to add. So those 2 things are definitely 2 things that we have to add to the back of the rack. But for now, I mean, maybe even a propane setup, I don't know, but that's how it is for now. Looking forward to what you guys have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I'm excited to get on the trail and start camping. End of the month, February, we are planning a trip. So we will be heading out and hitting some trails and doing some camping so I can finally test this thing out. I'm pretty sure you guys are just as excited as I am to see this thing on the trails. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe, do whatever you want. See you guys in the next video.